Close enough.
Close enough.
Okay, we're on.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. It is Tuesday, April 8, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Minutes and reports received at 5.
Yes, we have the county clerk's March 2025 fees, the recorder's March 2025 fees, sheriff's March 2025 fees, and the auditor's March 2025 revenue and expenditure report.
Okay. Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
This afternoon, we got a celebration of transformational housing, ribbon cutting, HBA board meeting, planning commission meeting tonight. Wednesday night, HBA general membership meeting. Thursday, solid waste management district board meeting. Friday, we got public works fish fry, and then Taos and Elias Council, I think. I don't know any other ones in Cole County going on. And then Monday, we got a MAC board meeting.
I have a Salute 25 meeting tomorrow.
Okay. I have at noon a Cap Region Foundation meeting. You mentioned the ribbon cutting. Tonight this is also Crime Victims' Rights Week, and they're having a candlelight vigil tonight at 6 p.m. in the Sheriff's Training Room. And then Wednesday, we're going to have pizza out at the Health Department. Thursday is the Homeless Task Force meeting, but I'm going to skip that. I have a meeting with the new director of DHSS. And then Saturday, everybody's invited. It's the Sons of the American Revolution Patriots Day award ceremony. So come out at 2 o'clock to Jefferson Bank and join us. And that is all I have. Okay, we're going to move our agendas around a little bit. And so we're going to go straight to the proclamation recognizing National Public Health Week. So we have a proclamation which I get to read.
Do you want everyone to come up now?
Jeff, you did such a good job reading that one. Do you want to read?
No, I got slow vote. Thank you. I really don't. Just kidding, health department.
Hey,
Spraying me with.
give him a shot. Somebody give him a shot. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. I can say it. Okay. The Cole County Health Department recognizes National Public Health Week, April 7th to the 13th, by promoting this year's national theme, It Starts Here. In Cole County, we celebrate the staff that advocate for health, create innovative partnerships, and champion the role of a strong public health system. Whereas the week of April 7th through 13th is National Public Health Week, and whereas since 1995, the American Public Health Association, through its sponsorship of National Public Health Week, has educated the public, policymakers, and public health professionals about issues important to improving the public health. And whereas the public health protects our communities and kids, saves lives and money. Every $1 spent on prevention saves $5.60 in health spending. And whereas the community, homework, and neighborhood environment can impact an individual's health and opportunities to engage in healthy behaviors. I'm going to skip whereas. You want to read them, Bill? You want to read them?
I don't have my glasses, sorry.
Now, therefore, we, the county commissioners, by virtue of the authority vested in us by the laws of Missouri, do hereby proclaim the week of April 7th through the 13th, 2025, as National Public Health Week 2025, and call upon the people of Cole County to observe this week by appreciating our staff, by helping our families, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and leaders better understand the value of public health and supporting great opportunities to adopt preventative lifestyle habits in light of this year's theme, It Starts Here. So in witness thereof, we signed it. Yes.
Scoot in. Go, all of you.
Act like you like each other.
We took a family picture. We took a family picture. I think you're good, Tracy.
1, 2, 3. Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was mouthful.
I know, well, we got a lot of whereas.
That's good.
Been Layla.
Yeah, sometimes it's not bad.
I know it, but those are all the time.
Okay, we're still gonna deviate from our agenda, and we are going to approval and signing of Regional Planning Commission sub-award grant. So Tracy,
Yes.
You get messenger or
our emergency management director is out sick today, so he probably should help.
he's waiting.
But,
He's in a room anyway, so he's just,
Yeah.
we do this.
but anyway,
Here, got it? Okay. So we get two different things, or it's
It's
just
the
the
same
same?
thing, see the wording is supposed to be right here. The wording is wrong on it,
Okay.
it's just two pieces of paper, need the signature.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign the Regional Planning Commission sub-award grant with the Missouri Department of Public Safety.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do you need to sign it? Just signature. Okay.
Good job.
Figured, but it didn't.
Okay, that's all you.
Got it, put little stickies on there for one.
Okay,
I know I should have done that.
okay. Now we will go back to our agenda, and it is appointments by commission, the reappointment of Harry Otto to the Heartland Port Authority.
Yes, please.
You making that motion?
Yeah. I'll
And
make a
I will
motion to
second.
reappoint Harry Otto to the
I will
Heartland Board.
second that. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain.
Do that before you try to
Make
back
it
out or
unanimous.
something.
Okay. And then we have the presentation from invited guests, and we are honored to have staff from the office of Congressman Bob Onder here to give us a little update. We have Seth York, and we have Sarah Williams. So if you want to come sit up here, you can just,
Yeah, the microphone's up here, so
Yeah.
anywhere.
Sarah, it's all you.
Okay, thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. All right, so a couple of highlights, I'll make it short and brief. Congressman Onder, along with the Missouri delegation at the beginning of the month, signed a letter to the United States Postal Service Inspector General requesting an audit of the St. Louis Region Mail Network. A lot of small rural communities in our district are having a lot of complaints about unreliable mail services and such. So he has called, along with others of the Missouri delegation, to have an audit and to resolve that for the constituents. In addition to that, Congressman Onder, along with the Missouri delegation at the beginning of the month, co-signed a letter to President Trump encouraging him to swiftly approve Governor Kehoe's request for emergency disaster declaration to provide federal assistance
to the total of 28 counties in response to severe storms and tornadoes from the March 14th and 15th storms. That doesn't really necessarily impact a whole much of Cole County, but it did in the southern and eastern parts of the district, so that was Camden and Jefferson. Also, in addition to that, Congressman Onder sent a letter to President Trump to defend the embryonic stem cell research. Congressman Onder to date has filed 6 bills. They are H.R. 1837, the Timely Departure Act, H.R. 1945, America's Natural Churchill Museum, National Historic Landmark Act, which is in Fulton, Missouri, H.R. 2075, Protecting Life and Integrity in Research Act of 2025. That basically, in a nutshell, is this legislation would end taxpayer support of any research using fetal tissue obtained from an abortion, as well as the solicitation of such tissue. It would also close any loopholes in the law allowing the use of body parts obtained via abortion in federally funded research projects. Bill number 4 was H.R. 2387, the No Harm Act. Number 5 was H.R. 2571, the Self-Insurance Protection Act. This legislation protects the self-insured insurance option for employers by ensuring that the federal and state government can't overregulate out of existence. There's a lot of red tape. So it wants to repeal some of those. The 6th and final to date is H.R. 2572, the Worker Enfranchisement Act. With that being said, I'll close. The wonderful mayor of Jefferson City, Mayor Fitzwater, had this quote, so I'm stealing it. Please do, there's a lot going on in social media, so please do not put us in political hostage of what you hear. However, we are eager to work and support those individuals and businesses within the district, not only just here in Cole County and Jefferson City, but everyone throughout. So if anyone has any problems, please call, let us know. I will stand around out here for a while afterwards, and just in case if anybody has any issues or problems that they would like someone to address and assist them with. And that is it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And just, there are downtown neighbors too. So
Yeah.
everybody knows. Their office is over in the NACO building, so we can just walk over there and see you and.
Yes?
It's literally just, yeah, right there. Any questions?
Excellent.
Well, you make our jobs easy. That's nice.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Got to hear your reports a couple of times.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yes, somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely. Well, thank you.
Okay, and we will go to bids and contracts. Signing of the IDEMIA service agreement for the live scan machine. Betsy.
This is just a service agreement, then a grant that they bought the live scan machine for the jail, the fingerprints. And it's the maintenance for the first year. Usually they come back and do the second and third year, but right now it's just the first year.
I don't have to number each page or anything.
No, just sign the one page.
Okay. I'll make a motion to sign the IDEMIA service agreement for the live scan machine, Sheriff's Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approval and signing of the contract with the Safe Haven Baby Box. Chief Boyd.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have some guests here that I would ask to come join me at the table. So if you'll recall, several months ago, we were approached in a city forum at the Public Safety Committee with a request to evaluate and place a safe haven baby box in one of the public safety facilities here in Cole County. Just kind of due to the way the laws work and the process when a baby is surrendered, the four chiefs, as I like to call us, decided that EMS would probably be the best location or major player in this project, as Laws require the baby to be evaluated and transported to the hospital by EMS when it is surrendered. So with that, we've had a very extensive kind of process to kind of get to this point. I don't know if we want to go around the table, so I don't want to butcher everybody's names, but if you guys want to introduce yourselves. These are the folks who brought the project forward and have kind of played a key role in doing so.
Hi, I'm Miranda Backus. I'm a licensed professional counselor that specializes in perinatal mental health. I have a practice here in Jeff City, and there's a couple of us who put together a task force of citizens who brought this to the table to bring a Safe Haven Baby Box to Jefferson City.
I'm Abby Brademan. I'm on the board for the Pregnancy Help Center. I'm also a registered nurse, and I teach at Lincoln University, and we're very thrilled and appreciative of getting this far.
I'm Dale Strutt with Sportsfield Real Estate, and then I'm also the board member with CASA.
Kurt Dudenhafer, I'm the chairman this year of the board of the Pregnancy Help Center.
I'm Mary Browning. I'm the local attorney, and I was part of the task force to bring the Safe Haven Baby Box forward. So we are, as my colleague mentioned, we're very grateful to the commission.
So just
and Chief Hoy.
Yes, absolutely.
Very much.
Just a little bit of a background on how we got here. We engaged Safe Haven Baby Box at the outset of this project to really kind of understand the scope of the project. And they provided us with some significant guidance, and in conversations with the commission, we felt that this would need to be a community-funded project. So we went back to the drawing board and engaged Safe Haven Baby Box and created a public funding campaign. Thanks in large part to a very generous donation from the Pregnancy Help Center. They've raised approximately $28,000 for this. And the kind of breakdown of that is the Safe Haven Baby Box in and of itself has a price tag of about $16,000 with the features that we want included. Because we are putting this into a brand new building with substantial engineering, there are also associated fees with design and technical work, especially related to the alarm system and some of the other functions and safety features of the box. And then, of course, the construction costs. And there are ongoing maintenance fees. So with that $28,000 in hand, we feel comfortable with moving forward and securing the actual box from Safe Haven. And then also, as you'll see on the next agenda item, doing some of those construction services to really develop and understand what that final number is. I believe that we are over the finish line. However, I don't want to commit to that until we get the final construction and design costs for implementing the box. There will be some ongoing maintenance that is, minimal. I believe that we can continue that through sustained funding, fundraising, and we should be able to accomplish this project. So there is going to be some work associated with this, especially on the design front, just because it is in an exterior wall in our building, which is on the first floor and load bearing. So we'll have to do some engineering work there. But we would like to see this and anticipate seeing it in the fall. So I do have the contract here today with Safe Haven Baby Box. The initial section is the contract. There is Exhibit A, which goes over the policies and procedures specific to the state of Missouri. And then there is a funding outline of cost on the Exhibit B, which is the last page. So we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
I'm just curious as to, this will be one of how many in Missouri? Do you know how this is going around the state?
Is this going to be the third
think
one?
it's number 3.
Yes, I think there was one just recently put into, is it Osage County? But before that, it was just in Melville, near the St. Louis area, was the first Missouri one. And within 6 months of that one being installed at a fire station, there was a baby safely relinquished.
And nationally, do you have a national number? This is a national effort, right?
Correct. With this company, we believe, I think it's over 150, right?
I thought it was around 220.
Oh, you might
I was
be.
thinking 200.
Oh my gosh, I haven't looked at the number for a while, so that's incredible. But this company, they really have it down to a science, which is why we looked into them at first. They've been doing this for several years. They started out in Indiana, and they really have it just down to a T of how to make this work really well. So.
And this is just one option for safe haven relinquishing under the law. The benefit here is that it's climate controlled and safe. But hospitals, fire departments, police departments, and pregnancy help centers are also supposed to be prepared as safe haven drop locations. And so we put a lot of time into the value of this device, but also where it would be located, so that there could be quick response time. There are alarm systems, silent alarm systems, that as soon as something is placed into the device, it activates different emergency channels, so the time of response is quite quick, versus if somebody left a baby in a car seat at midnight, you know.
It's unknown how long it would take
Right.
for somebody to find the baby.
And Missouri statute has addressed this issue as well,
Correct.
right?
Yep. This is one way of having a safe haven.
The Missouri
Option.
statute allowed an incubator in 21. So we expect there to be more as communities learn of the option.
And there is some legislature that's being put through the Capitol right now, possibly some funding that Dirk Deacon is trying to push through. And then additionally, I saw there was another bill that would expand the age limit for a baby surrender that's being considered right now. So presently it's 45 days. They're looking to expand it to 90 days. So it's being, it's being buzzed around right now.
And one of the things that we've been really intentional on is this has obviously had plenty of media attention before this point, is that we want to stress that all of our public safety agencies here in Cole County do participate in the safe haven system now. They are surrender sites. Just because we don't have a device, the law does require there to be an exchange there. But really what this does is it gives additional options for somebody in crisis. If they want the anonymity of surrender, this device will provide that next level of service to them, so that we avoid some of the tragic things that we've all seen in the news. So
We've been hearing from citizens that they really wanted this. And so, really, your station, it's right in the heart of Jefferson City and Cole County, so it's a good location. So
Yeah.
I think this is wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, we're very excited.
They're not required to be anonymous, right, with the new legislation that
No.
protects them, right? So.
Right, as long as the baby is unharmed, that's the big piece. You can't harm the baby, it has to be unharmed.
Most of them want to be anonymous
Yeah.
because they often don't have support for this decision. But what we want to reinforce is that the bravery it takes for a parent to safely relinquish is very challenging. That's also why we were very eager with the Baby Box Company. They have a lot of supports in place for these moms and parents in crisis. And so even if they open the box to relinquish, there's also resources available immediately, as well as through their company. Because they know that even getting the baby safely relinquished, it's still gonna be a long journey for that mom or parent with grief and processing, because that's a lifelong decision that they've made. And so we see that as a holistic approach, not just the saving the baby's life, but recognizing this is one factor where we can support our community and people in crisis. Of note as well, Governor Kehoe, before he was governor, was at the installation of the one in Melville, because he is from that area. And so after we were already well underway with this, I believe he has caught wind of it and is very excited and eager that we're going to have one nearby. So
And I might mention that one of the main points from my perspective is education, because even though Safe Haven has been on the books since 2003, people don't know about it. So this provides a focal point for the community to be informed that this is an option for that desperate parent. So
I think it's wonderful.
we able to get like a photo or not?
Sure.
Is that possible? Don't you think that'd be valuable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we let them vote on it first?
Oh,
Yeah, that would be important, yes.
Little details.
There's gonna be a picture.
First things first.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve and sign the contract with Safe Haven Baby Box.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, now we can vote.
Yes, absolutely.
Close behind you.
Get on in the.
Perfect.
Yes, we'll have to work responsible for that. We'll hang around the back here.
Are you sure?
Y'all ready? I did about
Thank you.
Be in touch as we continue on down this
Yes, I
project.
can't wait for the ribbon cutting with it. That'll be so great. Yes. It'll be great. Good work, everyone. Thank you.
Kurt, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Boy, thanks.
Thank you so much.
We can, but I can, yeah.
So then we will go right into approval and signing of additional services agreement with Architects Alliance for EMS.
Yeah, so this is a professional services agreement for the design work of the installation of the Safe Haven Baby Box. We anticipate a couple different components of civil engineering, architects, structural engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical and plumbing. Architects Alliance has prepared an outline of their services. They anticipate the estimated cost to be $2,500 to $5,000, and there is an hourly do not exceed of $6,000 for the total services. So just ask that you assign and approve this today, and just so that we're abundantly clear that this is coming out of the fund raising money, and there is no cost to the county.
I'll add that on the computer here. You good, Eric? Okay, make a motion to approve and sign the contract with Architects Alliance for the Safe Haven Baby Box design services.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thanks, Chief. Okay. Approval of purchase of 2025 Osage Super Warrior ambulance. You just need to stay up.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was next on the list again. So this is a quote that I'd like to get approved today for the build of our next apparatus. This would be number 2 for this year. It is a 2025 Ford F550 Super Warrior with the same layout as the previous versions. Total cost is $318,672. This is on a cooperative buy-board contract. The reason why this amount is over the previous quotes is that our previous deals included trade-ins. We spoke with our dealer and the manufacturer, and they are not interested in buying back ambulances that they did not manufacture. So we will be selling those on surplus internally, and then we will receive those funds, and it'll be a accounting thing on our back end. So we do not see that directly applied to this deal.
Selling internally, is this Purple Wave kind of thing?
It would
or-
be Purple Wave. We've been contacted by a couple dealers, and we've had assistance from our ambulance dealer in finding third parties who would be interested in buying our apparatus. But ultimately, if all of that falls through, it'd go back to Purple Wave, yes.
That was this year's budget, right?
And it was in this year's budget. Again, it's probably going to take some, just some adjustments because we did apply what we perceived to be the trade-in values to the purchase price, so once that money is deposited in the income, we will have to move it back over. Just one other thing of note, and I'm going to use this as maybe a point of pressure. The delivery date is scheduled for July 2025. However, the largest EMS conference in the world is being hosted in Indianapolis this year. I've encouraged our dealer to maybe consider using our apparatus as one of the displays on the showroom floor. So if that does happen, we may hold that either in our facility out of service, or just have them delay it at the manufacturer until that can be accomplished. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be a good highlight for our service. So if you happen to see some folks in the community that may help make those decisions, if you want to put a little pressure on them, I would encourage it.
So that would have all of our emblems and,
Yep.
and decals and
Yep.
everything on it.
Yep.
So when they're showing it, they know it's Cole County.
Correct. Yes. All right.
Let Harry do one. This one's spending a little more money, so I'm okay with that one.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of the 2025 Osage Superior Warrior Ambulance from Osage Ambulances at a cost of $318,672.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bid award and contract signing for 2025-15 HVAC replacement.
We bid out the HVAC services over at the maintenance building for their building, and then that clerk's room storage area. We had 3 vendors submit a response. Our recommendation is going to be to go with Syntec and Associates for $34,900. And I do have a contract today for signature.
I'll make a motion to award the HVAC replacement for Cole County Maintenance Building to Syntec and Associates, $34,900.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contract signing of 2025-14 renovations of Fire District Station Number 2.
This was awarded last week, and today I'm just needing signing of the contract. It was a total of $125,880 with GBH.
I'll make a motion to sign the renovation Cole County Fire Protection District Station 2 in the amount of
$125,880.
I see that. 125,880.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, approval and signing of change order number 1 to Glenstone Court Stormwater Improvements.
So this change order is the final change order and closeout documents for Glenstone. Contractor is Sam Gaines Construction. And the primary reason for additional costs is an increase in the amount of type 2 rock ditch liner. Overall, this is an increase in cost of construction by $500.
Got the change order then? Yep. Okay. Make a motion to approve and sign a change order number 1 for Glenstone Court Stormwater Improvements
This needs to be a
for
second.
$500.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval and signing of change order number 1 for Galena Drive Court Stormwater Improvements.
So this is for final closeout documents also for Galena Drive stormwater improvements with TB Dozing and Excavating. Primary reason for additional cost was an increase in the amount of 8-inch non-reinforced concrete pavement. Overall, this is an increase in construction by $960.
Good, wanna do one?
Yeah, my change is bigger than yours.
I was just glad both of them were as little as they were, so.
And they're all ARPA funded, so.
make a motion to approve and sign change order number 1, Galena Drive Court Stormwater Improvements, $960.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Matt.
Just sign Fast and Furious. Okay. Approval and signing of physical capacity profile testing with Health Capital Region.
We don't have the paperwork on this, but Jill has reviewed the contract and approved it. It's just renewing the contract on our PCP testing that we do.
I have the agreement.
You do have it?
Yeah, I thought Debbie was gonna bring it.
Well, she's not here this week, Jill, I'm
Okay.
sorry. It maintains the same price we've had, it's just that with the MU and Cap Region merger, it required a new contract.
Jill brings that back.
We got any accounts payable?
No.
Okay,
Scratch that.
well,
I was trying to keep it moving,
we can move on to the statute if you
but it's
can.
fine with me.
Okay. Hopefully, everybody knows that 2026 is the 250th birthday of the United States. And we have created a 250th committee. We have our chairman here, Cliff Olson. We were approached by one of our citizens to make a statue. His family in central Missouri raised Missouri mules, which they sold to the Army during World War I. So he will create this statue, we will mount it, we've got a location picked out, and this would be part of our 250th celebration. And so we have a contract which Jill has gone over and approved that we need to sign with Joe Bryan. It's Joe Bryan and his wife Eileen Bryan who are donating, or who are making this statue, so.
Did you mention where it's gonna be placed?
It is gonna be placed, we have all of our monuments and all of our signage there. It's gonna be behind that, up on the hill. We'll put a raised concrete platform and put it on there so that all of our monuments and statues will kind of be together. That will be our historic corner, so.
And then if at some point we need it moved or whatever, it would go back to
Yes, it
the
would go back to.
donators.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah. That's gonna be a big statue.
It is. It's.
It includes the bulldog?
Joe is a Marine, so, once a Marine, always a Marine. You have to put the bulldog. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, as long as there's no jokes about the mule.
It's a Missouri mule.
It's gonna have actually a plaque with the history of mules
Yes, of the mule.
in the military
Yeah.
too, so.
Joe's,
And a bulldog.
yeah, Joe's family, going back to the World War I, on both sides of his family, raised mules, and they sold them to the Army throughout the war, so.
I rode one in that hoof all one time, that wasn't bad.
I think Vic Rackers rides a mule every now and then in some of the parades.
Is our agreement with the individual or with the entity that is going to be formed to take care of this? We're doing, there is a...
We will maintain it.
Understand that. Is the agreement with the family or
Yes.
is it with the 250th committee?
It's with the family, Eric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
They sent it to me and I looked it over and
We're in the process of, not we, let me get this straight.
We.
The we is out there, who is looking to form a 501c3 organization blessed by the Internal Revenue Service that would accept contributions, including contributions from the family, to make this all happen.
This will not be included in that.
Okay, all right, so that's got nothing to do with 250th
That's-
committee. All right, very good. Are we okay to,
Yeah, I'm okay. I was trying to find the contract to see exactly who it said it was actually with. I thought I had it.
Joe Bryan
Joe
and his
and
wife,
Eileen.
I don't remember his name.
okay. I will make a motion to approve the mule agreement.
Second.
That's what it says. With Bryan and Cole, between Bryan and Cole County.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And Jill, you took it.
Go back to this, yeah, this is between MU and Cole County, and they had some language in there that I thought imposed excessive liability on Cole County, like.
Now we're jumping to something else.
We're back to
Back to
the
the PCP.
approval and signing.
I'm just asking a question. Well, I mean, we barely finished that, and we had a mule, and now we got an MU. I just want to make sure we're talking about two different MUs, LEs.
So I negotiated with them and their attorney and all, and I think this works fine now. So, here it is.
And just curious question, what is a physical capacity profile test?
It is the testing that's done of our safety-sensitive positions prior to employment to make sure that they're physically capable of doing the tasks involved in the job. So we have like EMS, Sheriff's Department, maintenance, anybody that does some strenuous jobs, we actually test them to make sure we're not putting them in an unsafe situation physically before we employ them.
So when the chief has people lifting 275-pound patients onto striker cots, you know that they can handle it.
Yes, and they actually, Chief can talk to this, but they actually do test them on tasks that they will be doing.
Yeah, so this really comes down to a functional strength test. There's not necessarily really a cardio component. Whereas the fire department has a physical ability test, this is a physical capacity test that measures your capacity to do the tasks that are associated with our job. And every time I think it's every 3 to 5 years, we have them come in and evaluate, or if we get a new piece of equipment or change a process, the folks from MU Health will come in, evaluate the day-to-day activities of our crews, and then develop a profile to test them to for this capacity test. So all of our new hires and then any folks who return from injury or an extended time off are required to pass a physical capacity test.
Okay.
I think it protects us in that effect too, because if they do sustain an injury, then we can go back and look at their PCP, and when they've had their rehab done, if they said, well, my shoulder's still messed up, I can't lift it, well, we can say, well, you came in with somewhat limited action or performance or whatever, and it's not intrusive at all. I went and did it because I want to see what we're requiring our employees to do, but it's not a big deal.
No.
It's just part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pass?
Let's move on.
And they have some mental tests too.
That's why they won't let me drive a truck at Public Works.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve and sign the physical capacity profile testing with Health / Capital Region.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you, Jill, for having that paperwork.
we have breezed through that. Do we have anything else to come before us, before we stand?
May I say something?
Yes, come on up here.
I'm Cliff Olson, I'm the 250 chairman. And I'd just like to say that in this past week, the White House 250 Task Force contacted the state 250 committee. on what Missouri is doing so they could have a report for last Friday. And the response that I seen was, well, we're forming. They didn't even say they were working on the logo, but they were in formation. So I responded back, because I was on the thing, even though I'm not on the commission. I responded back at what Cole County's doing, including our statue, and sent a picture. Sam reported 250 bottles of wine that's being made for the county with the name, and our educational programs that we have for schools. And if you know any teachers, we have various educational and hands-on programs for the schools. And just the different things, Colonial Fair that's going to be happening and different things like that. And so Cole County was representing the state of Missouri. And I just wanted you guys to know that because you entrusted this into us to form this committee 2 years ago.
I think the state finally, their committee has finally met
Once, and their task was to create a logo for the next month's
So
meeting.
We're way ahead of everybody else, Tim. We've got our challenge coins, and we will be having a barbecue on May
15th.
15th at American Legion to get some
November
fundraiser.
1st, we're going to have a Colonial Fair at the American Legion for all the school kids to be able to come and be on a Saturday.
We have traveling trunks, so we can actually come talk to groups, service clubs, things like that. too.
Right,
So-
and the traveling trunk is all the items that soldiers would have back during the Revolution, and some household stuff too that they can look at and touch and that. And we have a flag, a historic flag, Revolutionary War flag display too, so.
I appreciate everything you've done.
You got one of the biggest cheerleaders right there, so. He's gonna keep you moving.
Yeah.
You know,
we're-
And then let's remind us about the May 15th.
Yes, I have
event
tickets.
too, so.
I have tickets.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes?
I got an announcement to make. So Public Health Week is this week. Well, we have a Public Works Week. Actually, National Public Works Week is the 3rd week of May every year. And I know you all do a proclamation for us. We have in the past done a barbecue for our staff. We're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna have a rodeo. Does anybody know what a rodeo is? It's not lasso, Jeff, it's not lasso and all that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Is this
Apple does this.
It's machine,
Picking
yeah.
up bowling balls with a backhoe?
Things
kind of
like
thing?
that. So it's gonna be a friendly competition between us, Jefferson City Public Works, and Jefferson City Parks. So we're gonna have a big deal. The rodeo will be leading up to the barbecue that we'll do at noon or so. And, so with our new Public Works Director at the city, we were talking about maybe we can make this a little bit bigger of a deal. And, Parks, the J.C. Parks team won their rodeo in Parks the last 2 years. And so we're like, hey, we got a game on here. So we're gonna take that to the next level and we'll see where we end up. So should be fun.
And
We'll
this
see
is,
you at practice this afternoon.
this is
Yeah.
next week?
No, sorry.
Oh.
It's the 3rd week of May. This will be May
Oh, May,
20th.
okay.
May 20th. So mark your calendars. Commissioners, anybody else that wants to join and watch, be more than
Watch,
welcome.
yeah, I like watch, yeah.
We could have like an elected official rodeo too, maybe. Well, maybe not. That could be dangerous. Anyway, I just want to make that announcement. Just
If it's bowling, I'm okay.
okay. Well, put that on your calendars. We'd love to have everybody come out and watch and join
Hey,
for.
It makes me an athlete, okay? Leave me alone. I've seen you bowl.
Anyway, I just want to make that announcement. So anyway, thank you.
A little different talent here than public health, but I wouldn't let you guys give me, well, I might let you give me a shot, but not that kind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, should be fun. So just wanted to let you all know.
Okay. Anything else to come before us? Then I would entertain a motion to stay on recess.
Make a motion to stand in recess until 4:30 PM.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mark, I'll check my calendar and let you know.
Okay.
doesn't have to be today, but,
When's-